All right, now in this segment, I want to talk about the nationally ranked University at Buffalo Bulls coming into the week ranked number 24 in the nation. Again, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, this is the first time the University at Buffalo Bulls football team has been ranked in the AP Top 25 in program history. It is an absolutely fantastic accomplishment for Lance Leipold and the university, and they only furthered their accomplishments by helping themselves move up to the 23rd spot in the AP Top 25 after absolutely kicking in Akron's teeth. In the last game, they beat Akron 56-7, and like I said, it helped UB move up the rankings in the AP polls to number 23, and as they continue to move forward, it is just a fantastic time to be a Buffalo Bulls football fan here in Western New York. In this game, UB only had to throw 10 times. That is how dominant their ground game was. It was simply incredible. As I said, they threw it 10 times. Van Treese was just 4 of 7 in this game for 68 yards and 1 touchdown. If you're watching this on YouTube, here is the touchdown pass from Kyle Van Treese. And if you're listening, Kyle Van Treese fakes the ball to the left, rolls out to the right, and drops an absolute dime to Trevor Wilson. Just a fantastic ball, again, by Kyle Van Treese. That is what UB can do to you. They can pound you and pound you and pound you and pound you, and then beat you over the top with a long touchdown pass. You cannot sleep on the passing game or the deep threat attack of the UB Bulls. They will be able to beat you deep with Antonio Nunn and Trevor Wilson on the outside. Both of those kids, absolutely burners. So you have to it keeps the other teams honest for UB. You cannot just stack the box and leave one-on-one coverage on the outside. You will get torched against this UB Bulls wide receiving corps. As I stated, they only threw 10 passes. They went so far as to put in their third-string quarterback. Matt Myers, with the backup quarterback, was 2 of 2 for 11 yards. And Bizniski, I don't know how to say his last name, was 0 of 1, and he threw an interception, which actually led to Akron scoring their first points of the game. So not a very good look for their third-string quarterback in this game. But like I said, they are just completely dominant on the ground. Jarrett Patterson had just 16 carries and 105 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they took him out at halftime to save him for the Mid-American Conference Championship. Kevin Marks had 15 carries for 182 yards. That is a career high in yards. He also had 2 touchdowns, and he seemingly broke off plays at will against the Akron Zips defense. It was incredible game for Kevin Marks, an incredible game to watch. Then you put in Cook Jr. Cook Jr. had 11 carries for 58 yards. Robinson had 5 carries for 36 yards. And the walk-on, who doesn't even have a scholarship for UB, had 1 carry for 44 yards and a touchdown. Fantastic thing to see from him. I'm sure he works his absolute tail off all the time. And to get rewarded like that is something special for the walk-on, Ahmed. Matt Myers also had 1 carry for 4 yards and a touchdown. He also had a touchdown run called back. It was so impressive that I'm going to try to put the highlight on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check this one out. It's fantastic. Matt Myers gets the ball around the left side, breaks a tackle in the backfield, goes around the left side, and just blows by the secondary. It was so cool to watch. That is why Matt Myers had won the QB competition as a true freshman. His ceiling is just so much higher than Kyle Van Treese. He has a better arm. He is more mobile. He can run the read option. The Bulls were developing their identity when Matt Myers was the quarterback of UB, and he got absolutely beat up for the first few games. He was actually ended up getting injured, had a season-ending injury. That's when Van Treese came in, and he took over and just did everything that was asked of him to do and just let the running backs just absolutely carry this team. Kyle Van Treese, very solid game manager, and he's the one who helped get the Bulls to where they are right now. So I think this is his team. He is only a junior. I think if they go next year with Kyle Van Treese, nobody's really going to be mad. It'll probably be Kevin Marks in the backfield along with Cook Jr. The Bulls have a stable of running backs that they can put out on the field, as you've seen right here. It was a quiet game for Antonio Nunn. He had just one catch for 5 yards, but Trevor Wilson had 3 catches for 63 yards and that bomb of a touchdown. That was just a fantastic throw by Kyle Van Treese, right on the money. UB's defense was stout yet again in this game, forcing 1 turnover, 1 INT, and 4 sacks in this game. And the big standouts in this game for me were both of the defensive tackles. Eddie Wilson, big number 0. Eddie Wilson had 3 tackles and 1 sack in this game. He is a former 3-star recruit. And freshman George Wallow, he's earned so much playing time because the coaches... He's been playing so well, the coaches cannot not put him on the field. He also had 4 tackles and a sack in this game. He has earned his time out on the field. The Bulls look to win their second conference title coming up on Friday the 18th. It is in program history, their second title in program history, Friday the 18th of December at 7:30 on ESPN against Ball State. Don't forget to watch that. It's going to be a fantastic game with 2 very, very good teams. Side note, I wanted to talk about this real quick before I get out of here. Lance Leipold is being said to be a Power 5 candidate, a potential Power 5 coaching candidate for multiple teams in the NCAA. One of them is Illinois in the Big Ten, and the other is Auburn in the SEC. I said it before, I think the Bills should make Lance Leipold the highest paid coach in the Mid-American Conference after this year, and the highest paid coach in the Mid-American Conference was Candle for Toledo. He was scheduled to make $1.175 million per year. He took a little bit of a pay cut this year, just under $1.1 million. The only bad thing is, if those teams come knocking, Illinois just fired their head coach. His salary was $5 million a year, and Auburn's head coach, his salary was $6.8 million a year. So if they throw anywhere near that amount of money at Lance Leipold to come to either one of those two, you can kiss Lance Leipold goodbye, because there's no way he's turning down that kind of money to stay at UB. I just think that they should preemptively give him a bunch of money and make the buyout very, very large to try to maybe scare off some of these other teams so that we can keep Lance Leipold just a little bit longer going forward before he moves on to a bigger and better things here. That's going to do it for this episode of Sports Talk Buffalo. Thank you guys for listening. If you are listening on audio only, you can hear me on any of the major podcasting websites, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and of course, Anchor. If you want to watch me, you can check out my new YouTube page. It's Sports Talk Buffalo on YouTube. If you want to email me, you can at sportstalkbuffalo@yahoo.com or sportstalkbuffalo@gmail.com. Leave me a rating. Click and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave me a rating on the listening platform of your choice if you're listening to just podcast or audio only. Thank you guys for listening, and have a fantastic week.